Ever wondered why your tweets aren't getting the attention they deserve? It's a question that nags at many a digital marketer, and the answer often lies in the unique challenges of Twitter marketing. Foremost among these challenges is the quest for followers. Gaining a robust following on Twitter is no small feat. The platform is saturated with voices clamoring for attention, from global brands to influencers to your average Joe. Standing out in this crowded space requires a strategic approach, a unique voice, and a healthy dose of patience. Now let's say you've amassed a following. The next hurdle is engagement. On Twitter, it's not enough to merely exist. You need to interact. But how do you spark meaningful conversations in a space dominated by fleeting thoughts and 280-character limits? It's a balancing act between being informative and entertaining, between being professional and personable. Then comes the challenge of creating compelling content. Twitter users are discerning and time-poor. They won't pause their scroll for just any tweet. Yours needs to be sharp, impactful, and above all, valuable. It needs to offer something, be it information, inspiration, or a good old chuckle, that makes it worth their while. Lastly, there's the ever-evolving nature of Twitter itself. The platform is constantly updating, changing algorithms, introducing new features. Keeping up with these changes is crucial, but it can feel like trying to hit a moving target. One day you're on top of your Twitter game. The next you're back at square one, trying to figure out the latest update. Yes, Twitter marketing can seem like a Herculean task, but don't despair. These challenges aren't insurmountable. They're merely obstacles on the road to success, and understanding them is the first step towards conquering Twitter marketing. So buckle up and get ready, because we're about to dive deep into the world of Twitter and show you how to turn these challenges into opportunities. Understanding these challenges is the first step towards conquering Twitter marketing. A well-planned strategy sets the foundation for successful Twitter marketing. It's like having a map to guide you through the dense forest of tweets, hashtags, and trending topics. But where do you start? It all begins with defining clear goals. What do you want to achieve? Whether it's increasing brand awareness, driving traffic to your website, or boosting sales, keep your objectives smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Understanding your target audience is the next crucial step. You need to know who they are, what they like, and when they are most active on Twitter. This knowledge will help you tailor your content to resonate with them and engage them effectively. Remember, Twitter is a fast-paced platform. Your message needs to strike a chord quickly or it will be drowned in the sea of tweets. The next element of your strategy is a content calendar. Imagine it as your personal assistant, keeping you organized and on track. It helps you plan your tweets in advance, ensuring a consistent flow of content. You can use it to schedule tweets for peak times when your audience is most active, increasing the chances of your content being seen and interacted with. Now let's talk about the quality of your tweets. In the world of Twitter marketing, quality always trumps quantity. It's better to post fewer tweets that are engaging, valuable, and well-crafted than to bombard your followers with a multitude of mediocre content. Quality content is what will make your audience stop scrolling, read your tweet, and ideally engage with it. So to recap, a solid Twitter marketing strategy involves setting clear goals, understanding your target audience, planning your content with a calendar, and focusing on the quality of your tweets. Remember, Twitter is a dynamic platform that requires you to be agile and adaptable. But with a clear strategy in place, you're well equipped to navigate this fast-paced social media landscape. With a clear strategy in place, let's move on to the specifics of Twitter marketing. Crafting the perfect tweet is an art. In the vast, fast-paced world of Twitter, every character counts. You have only 280 characters to make your mark, so every word must be carefully chosen. Brevity is the soul of wit, and nowhere is this truer than on Twitter. So the first component of an effective tweet is concise language. Say what you need to say and say it in a way that grabs attention. Be sharp, be succinct, and be clear. Next, we have hashtags. Hashtags are the lifeblood of Twitter. They are the compass that guides your tweet to the right audience. Relevant hashtags can significantly increase your tweet's visibility. But remember, effectiveness lies in relevance, not quantity. So instead of overloading your tweet with a barrage of hashtags, Focus on a few that are most applicable to your content. Then there are visuals. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and on Twitter, it's worth even more. Engaging visuals can stop a scrolling thumb in its tracks. They add depth to your message and make your tweet stand out in a sea of text. So whether it's a well-chosen image, a captivating infographic, or a short, snappy video, make sure your tweet has a visual element that enhances your message. Now let's talk about timing. In the Twitterverse, when you tweet is just as important as what you tweet. Optimal times vary depending on your audience, but generally weekdays during working hours tend to see the most engagement. However, it's essential to experiment and find the sweet spot that works for your specific audience. So, there you have it. The art of tweeting, distilled into 4 key components: concise language, relevant hashtags, engaging visuals, and optimal timing. It might seem overwhelming at first, but with practice and patience, you'll soon be crafting tweets that resonate with your audience and amplify your message. Mastering the art of tweeting puts you on the path to Twitter success. Twitter is a social network, so let's talk about engagement. Engaging with your Twitter community is not just about broadcasting your messages. It's about dialogue, interaction, and building relationships. These connections form the backbone of a successful Twitter marketing strategy. So, how do you foster this engagement? Engaging with your followers through replies, retweets, and likes is a great start. When someone takes the time to comment on your tweet, it's crucial to acknowledge them. A simple reply can spark further conversation, strengthening the bond between you and your followers. Retweeting relevant content from your followers or industry influencers shows that you value their input and can also offer fresh perspectives to your audience. And don't forget to like tweets that resonate with you. This simple action can go a long way in building rapport. Active participation in Twitter chats is another effective way to increase visibility and engagement. Twitter chats are real-time conversations centered around a specific topic, often moderated and scheduled at a set time. By joining these chats, you can demonstrate your expertise, learn from others, and connect with like-minded individuals. It's an opportunity to be part of a larger conversation and to position your brand at the forefront of important discussions in your industry. Trending topics on Twitter are a goldmine for engagement. They represent what Twitter users are currently talking about, providing a glimpse into the collective consciousness of your potential audience. By participating in these discussions, you align your brand with what's relevant, timely, and top of mind. This not only increases your visibility, but also shows that your brand is in tune with the pulse of the moment. Remember, every interaction counts. Each reply, retweet, like, or participation in a chat or trending topic is a touchpoint that can deepen your connection with your Twitter community. It's about being present, being responsive, and most importantly, being human. Engagement is the key to building a loyal Twitter following. Success in Twitter marketing requires constant analysis and adjustment. That's right, folks. We're not just throwing tweets into the void and hoping for the best. We're crafting a strategy, assessing its impact, and fine-tuning it as we go along. So let's talk about tracking metrics. These are like the pulse of your Twitter strategy, telling you what's working and what's not. First up, we have the engagement rate. This is the percentage of people who saw your tweet and then liked, retweeted, replied, or clicked on it. High engagement means your content is resonating with your audience, which is always a good sign. Next, we have follower growth. This is a straightforward metric, showing you how many new followers you're gaining over a specific period. Remember though, quality over quantity. You want followers who are genuinely interested in your brand and content, not just numbers to boost your ego. And then we have tweet impressions. This is the number of times your tweet has been seen by Twitter users. High impressions mean your tweet is getting exposure, but remember, impressions alone don't equate to success. You want those impressions to convert into engagement and, ultimately, followers. Now that you're tracking these metrics, what's next? Well, it's time for the exciting part, tweaking your strategy. If your engagement rate is low, consider shaking up your content. Maybe your tweets need more humor, more visuals, or more timely topics. If your follower growth is slow, maybe you need to engage more with your community or optimize your profile for discoverability. If your tweet impressions are low, consider experimenting with different posting times or using hashtags more effectively. In essence, your Twitter strategy should be like a living, breathing entity. It's always evolving, always adapting. It's not about making one big plan and sticking to it rigidly. It's about making a plan, checking the results, learning from them, and making changes accordingly. With constant analysis and adjustment, your Twitter marketing strategy will only get stronger. So don't be afraid to dive into those metrics and make the necessary tweaks. Your Twitter success story is just around the corner. Let's quickly recap the key steps to a successful Twitter marketing strategy. First off, we recognize the challenges inherent to Twitter marketing. It's a fast-paced platform, and standing out demands a strong, consistent voice and a clear understanding of your audience. Next, we delved into creating a robust strategy. This involves setting goals, identifying your target audience, and crafting a unique brand voice. We also stressed the importance of scheduling consistent, quality content to maintain an active presence. We then explored the art of tweeting. Remember, effective tweets are concise, engaging, and often include visual content or relevant hashtags. We also highlighted the significance of interacting with your community, responding to comments, and being part of the conversation. Finally, we underlined the need to analyze and adjust your strategy. By tracking engagement and other metrics, you can tweak your approach for better results. Armed with these tips, you're ready to conquer Twitter marketing.